everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are a returning friend. Thank you for coming back. It's really appreciated. I missed last week because I was on vacation, but we are back, so I don't honestly have that much to show just because I was on vacation. I did bring some stitching, but because we flew, I took smaller things. Like I took things that weren't going to take up a whole lot of room. We only took a carry-on, so I didn't have like a suitcase to put stuff in, so I just took one bag with one project bag, and I put 3 projects in there, and I tried to find ones that didn't have very much color. So I managed, but I don't have too much to show just because that's mainly all I did the last two weeks, week and a half. Anyway. My name is Hannah. This is a channel about cross stitch. If that's not your thing, see ya. If it is your thing, stick around. I'm really shiny today. I'm not actually, like, there's no oil or anything, so I'm not really sure why I'm so shiny. It doesn't matter. I was watching Janet this morning? I don't remember. I was watching Janet, and she made me Janet Jabber. If you don't know who she is, you're living under a rock, I think, probably, because she has plenty of subscribers. But she said something like, somebody said to her, Janet, like, you can breathe, right? And she was like, I do breathe. And I sometimes feel the same way, because I'm like, I'm a lot, and I know I'm a lot. And I feel like sometimes I'm like, and I don't breathe, but I am breathing. It just seems like I'm not breathing. I promise I'm breathing. As is Janet. We are both very similar people. So we're just very excitable. So I always say I need to learn how to speak slower so that people can understand me. And then I just speed up as we go. So 2 minutes in, and let's get started. So I have whips and some haul and some stitchy kindness, all the things. I'm trying to think if this is all. Oh my gosh, I forgot one thing. Let me go get it. I'll be right back. Okay, now I think I have everything. So let's get started. So we'll start with whips. We'll start with the one that I am currently working on. So Whipgo. Everybody's doing their like January Whipgo wrap up. I'm not finished. So I don't know if I'm going to finish my January Whipgo in January. I am going to try to finish it as soon as I can. Like, if that ends up being early February, fine. I would have finished if I had been able to take these projects to Mexico with me, but I wasn't going to take all of the colors. Like, just no. So, because I had that week where I couldn't work on like all of the Whipgo that I wanted to, I probably am not going to finish, which is fine, but I know I would be able to finish if I didn't have that week. So come February, I should be able to finish all of the things that I have on my Whipgo board. So I don't know what those are yet because they haven't been called, but I am going to finish January's in February, and I'm still going to count it as completed on time because I just want these done by the end of the year, really. But I'm going to work, my focus pieces are the ones that are called in Whipgo, and my regular focus pieces. Anyway, so the first one that I'm going to show you is my Whipgo piece that I'm currently working on. It's Apocalypse Princesses. I have the artist. Let me find it. The chart is by Paine Free Crafts, and the artwork is Tess Fowler. She's the artist. And somewhere up here you would have seen what it will look like. And here I'm not taking it out of the hoop because I'm still currently working on it. And there's nothing being covered up. So here is where we are currently. So lots of white. Well, as white as it's gonna be. There's like some parts that are just lucky, but it's fine. It'll not be as noticeable when there's a whole bunch of stitching that you're actually caring about, not this just like gross white. I mean, even the pretty white is gross white because it's all just white and boring. So this is like the frame on the outside, and then this is like the blue right in between the frame, and then I think Mulan starts somewhere over here. She's like over here, which is really fun that she's like the first princess I'm gonna get to because, hi, I was known for Mulan like all of last year. So, super fun. I still have, I don't know, like 700 stitches left to go before I hit my Whipgo goal. And then dogs is my other Whipgo call on one of my boards that I haven't even done any stitches on yet. So that one, I think I have like 1,500 stitches to do, which won't take me very long. That's a pretty quick piece, but it's just with, you know, traveling and things, it wasn't gonna happen. If I had that week back, I would be able to finish, but because I don't have that week, I'm gonna have to go into February, but that's okay. So that's what I'm currently working on. Once that's done, I'll pull out dogs, I'll do that, and then we'll move on to my focus pieces, probably, except for Steel City. We'll get into the Steel City stuff when we get there, but next, I'm going to pull out one of my focus pieces that I started on my birthday, and I started this with Tess from Tess Stitches. Go check her out. She is a good friend of mine. We don't chat as much as I feel like we should. I'm just so busy all the time, and the time difference, she's in Australia, and the time difference is crazy. So, but we did start this at the same time. I just think I got a lot more done, partly because I was on vacation, so no excuse. And it's all black. So I only took one color for this piece. It's a big giant piece, but I was going to start in the section that was literally all black. Like the first whole page is just black. So, but we started this on the, okay, we didn't start this on the same day. I'm pretty sure she started it a day before me because she started it on my birthday Australian time. And I started it on my birthday Eastern Standard, Eastern, whatever time we're in right now, Eastern time. I don't remember if it's daylight savings or not. I don't know what we're at. But I started it on my birthday. And she did too, just a day before me. So this is Magic Book. It is a chart by Heaven and Earth Designs. I don't know who the artist is. I'm not even sure if there is an artist, because there are some on there that are like, they don't have artists. I don't remember what they're called, like the section that they're called, but I'm not sure this one has an artist. Could be wrong, but I, for some reason, feel like this one doesn't. Anyway, you would have saw what it looked like, and I'm pretty sure I showed a comparison for Apocalypse Princesses. This one won't have a comparison because there was none, but this is what I got done. So for this piece, the goal is to do 2,000 stitches a month, which right now is very easy because it's literally all black. So there's not a whole lot of confetti going on. It took me 2 or 3 days to get 2,000 stitches done while like on vacation, and on my birthday I had a massage in Mexico. Me and my mom got massages, and so I had like 4 hours where I didn't work on this, and then we went and got dinner, and like there was a good chunk of time I didn't work on this on my birthday, but I think I got like the first 1,000 stitches in on my birthday. So it's a really quick stitch right now because it's all black. But yeah, look, isn't it exciting? Super exciting black corner. But yeah, so that is also my piece for Full Coverage Fanatics 22 in 22. The plan is to get 24,000 stitches done on this by the end of the year. So I will get 2,000 more than they call for. But that's okay. And like I said, this is one of my focuses because it is a SAL with a friend, so it will get love every month. Next in my pile is one of my, so Dracula was my first Whipgo, like, piece that I worked on for my second board. So I have 2 boards. If you watched my video some time ago, I talked about my Whipgo boards. I have one that is a Pattern Keeper compatible board, and then I have another board that is not Pattern Keeper compatible. And the goal for all of my non-Pattern Keeper compatible pieces is 5 hours. But this one got a lot more than 5 hours. So this is Joyous Noel. It is by Susan Susan Ake? I don't remember. And like I said, not Pattern Keeper compatible. So originally I would have done, the goal is to do 5 hours, but because I took this with me to Mexico and was one of the, like, it was the piece I worked on when I didn't, before I started Magic Book, and when I wasn't working on my cryptids, I would work on this one. And then after I finished the 2,000 Stitches on Magic Book, I went back to this one. So I got a lot more than 5 hours done. That's okay. So hopefully you saw what it will look like. And then here is what it looks like now. So I am doing this on a tiny fabric. I don't know if it's 32 count or 28 count. I can't remember. But I got the whole first page done. So that is 100% full first page done. I think the first page cuts like off right here, and then it also cuts off like right there. So that is the first page, and a little bit into this page and a little bit into this page. Because I was just trying to finish everything on the first page, and if it went into the second page, I just finished whatever that was. So like this star is in the second page. Pretty sure like almost all of it's in the second page. Some of it is in the first page, so I just started whatever was in the first page, and then as soon as my thread ran out, I just stopped doing it, because I wanted to move this way. So I just did whatever down there. So it's going to be a pretty small piece. It's not big. It's this big with 3-inch border on each side. So it's 9 pages, I think. And all the pages are about that size, except for the edge pages, I think. Anyway, so yeah, there will be, I think this might even actually be a bigger piece of fabric than I needed, because it was just, I just needed to cut the piece off, and I didn't feel like cutting over here, so I just, pretty sure it's gonna actually be like this much, so we're just gonna have an extra like inch or 2 over here. Doesn't matter. So Whipgo goal done. This piece will go away this year, so we won't see this anymore this year, which is fine. And then as soon as Apocalypse Princesses is done, and Dogs, those 2, because they're just on my board one time, as soon as those are done, they'll go away for the year too. So they won't get too much love, but I have focus pieces that I'm trying to stick with, and whatever else is called in Whipgo. So one of my boards is done. My Dracula piece is completed, which was the goal. Well, the goal was to do 5 hours, but I knew it wasn't going to take me. I could just finish it. So I finished Dracula, and then this one got its 5 hours in. So one board is completed. Next is my cryptid. So I think the last time I showed you was not this past Wednesday, but the Wednesday before, and then we got one on Friday, and then we got one on my birthday, and then the last one's coming out this Friday, which is so exciting but so sad at the same time. So I don't have a cover photo for you, but this is the Cryptid SAL. It's really called like Creepy Cryptids or something, and it's by the Witchy Stitcher. And here is what it looks like. So we have one left, like one space. And it was so funny. So not this past Friday, but the Friday before, we had the Flatwoods Monster released, which it was so funny. I don't remember if it was a comment on Facebook, but somebody said, yeah, I would be a monster too if I had to wear a girdle. And I was like, yes. Kind of looks like it is wearing a girdle. It's hilarious. And then on my birthday, this is the best part, on my birthday, the Hungarian Deathworm was released. I was like, amazing. So I texted my husband, and I was like, so this is the release for my birthday. He was like, accurate. I was like, geez, thanks. He said, appropriate, accurate. I was like, thanks. So that's what the Deathworm looks like. I love that the Deathworm has hearts. Hilarious. But yes, super excited about how this is looking. This is amazing. And there's only one left, and it's a little bit depressing, but at the same time I'm like super excited to get it done. So it will be done this weekend. I will have another finish this weekend. And so I will have 2 spaces for new starts. I'm not planning on doing any new starts right now. I want to save them until I get like a real urge to have a new start, because I don't want to use the new start spot and then, like, you know, a couple of weeks or months from now something comes out that I'm just like, I have to start it right now. You know? And I'm pretty sure this is a medium. It might be large, but I'm pretty sure it's medium. So I have 1 medium space because Dracula was a medium. That's why I think this is large, because Dracula is very much smaller than this. So either way, I'll have 2 spaces available for free starts, or new starts, because I used my freebie for my birthday start. And then the last thing that I have to show you is my round robin piece that I am doing with Janet Jabber. Okay, hold on. Corinne and Colleen, Carla, Janet, Bobby, Sarah? Are you doing? Yeah, Sarah's doing it. Me, Crystal. Oh, you're making my brain work. I don't know. Is that it? Am I missing anybody? Oh gosh, who am I missing? Am I missing somebody? I don't know. I'm really sorry if I'm missing you. I just feel like I've got everybody. I don't know. I think that's it. But a bunch of us are doing a round robin, and this is the Dreaming of round robin. So everybody chose a Dreaming of pattern from Rosewood Manor, and we're all working on that one, and we'll do 1 motif, and then we will send in, well, I'm going to send on probably Friday or Saturday. I'm going to send mine out. But in February, the next person will receive your pattern, whichever one, whoever you're sending it to, they'll get your pattern, and then they'll stitch on it, and then they'll send your pattern to the next person. And so it's different patterns. Everybody's working on somebody else's like piece, which is not the same piece every time, which is kind of fun, because it doesn't mean that you're going to be like monotonously working on the same thing over and over again. But I chose Dreaming of Mums. So this is what it will look like in the end. And it's beautiful. And I, being me, chose this one because it's the biggest one. I thought, I'm going to be nice to everybody else and make them not have to do this. Really, that was not my thought. My thought was, I need to do the biggest one because it's the biggest one. But now, I'm thinking, I really saved you guys. I really saved you from somebody having to do this beast. It's humongous. You'll see. I showed it last time, but I finished it since then. So you'll see how actually big it is. It's humongous. So here's what it looks like. It's literally huge. It's like as big as my face. It's humongous. And I think this is 32 count linen. So it's not like it's it's 16. So 16 count, essentially. It's the same as 16 count because I'm doing it over 2. But like, it's not a really small count fabric. Yeah, like small as in like numerically small. So a large whole, you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, it's 32 count fabric, and this thing is giant. Humongous. Yeah. I have my serger, but I haven't serged the edges of this. It's not too bad, so I'm going to send it along unserged. Sorry, Sarah. You're going to get an unserged piece of fabric. It's not really fraying that badly, and it's not being worked on over there. I'm also debating whether to send along my hoop. I don't know if anybody else is going to use it, but I might send it just in case they want to. I don't know. I don't know whether I'm going to do that or not. Do y'all, everybody doing the round robin with me, do you want me to send my hoop? I might ask in the chat. But anyway, yeah, it's humongous. It's absolutely giant, and it's beautiful, but it's absolutely giant. But I'm done, so it's fine that it's giant. It doesn't matter anymore. Somebody else, so there's like little blops and baubles and things around it. I'm not doing them. Somebody else can do them, or I'll do them later. I'm not doing them. This is the main thing, and it was giant, so I'm not doing them. If you want to do them, please feel free, but I am not. I am going to send the whole bag in the mail, so, and then I am sending the pattern. With this one, I did not make a working copy, so I'm marking the actual pattern. Because I kind of want everyone to mark my pattern, because I don't know, I think that's a fun way to show how people are different, you know? I don't know. So please mark my pattern, guys. I want you to. Okay. That is all my whips. That is everything whip-wise I have to show. So somehow I still managed to make that like 20 minutes long. So let's do haul. So I did get my Grace Notes fabric of the month for January. I got it while I was away, but I didn't open it until I came home. So I'm in the color of the month and the neutral of the month. I do get a fat half of Lugana and linen, and one is the neutral and one is the color. And I think for 3 months, the Lugana is the neutral and the linen is the color, and then it'll change, and then the Lugana will be the color, and then the linen will be the neutral. Anyway, so this month's, everybody has pretty much gotten theirs already, because it's like the end of the month. So I'm going to show them and talk about them with the colors that they are. So the neutral of the month this month was called Pistachio Frappe, and this is what it looks like. So it is a kind of greenish brown, very pistachio-esque. Like, definitely reminds me of pistachios. Because it's not super green. I don't know. Makes me think of pistachio. And it's very slightly mottled. Like, it looks more mottled on the camera than it does in real life. It's a lot harder to see the modeling in real life than it is on the camera. But it's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate. So, pretty. I don't know what I'm going to use this for. I have no plans. I have a lot of fabric now that I have no plans for. Which is fine. I'm not complaining. And then the color of the month, I'm going to say this wrong. This is the first one that I don't actually know how to say. I did listen to Corinne say it in her video, but I don't remember. I think it's Vivace. Vivace? Anyway, this is that. And here it is. It's beautiful. I love the color green. I don't think I have any green fabric. This is my first. But it's beautiful. This is the 32 count linen, and that was, the pistachio frappe was 28 count Lugana. And I love this. I have no idea. Because this is the linen, I won't be doing my gnomes on it, but I will do something on it. It's beautiful. So that is that one. And I did get one more piece of haul. I got the second part of the Cottage Garden Samplings, right? Yeah. A Year in the Woods pattern, charting things. This is the swans. It's beautiful. So now I have the fox and I have the swans. I like the fox better, but I got both of them because duh. So we have one more. I don't know if it's out yet. I haven't checked, but I will be getting the next one. I'm going to get all 12. So, yeah. So that's that. And then I did get some Stitchy Kindness. So, in the package for Grace Notes Fabrics, there was something else. And I was like, I didn't order this. What is this? And I open it out. I open up the package, and in it is a project bag. And this is so funny because I remember Corinne showing this on her video. And it's this project bag. It's a whole bunch of like little Groots in a greenhouse. And it's hilarious because they're all doing something. Most of them are doing naughty things. Like this one is hopefully going to help this one by cutting it down. These two are like making out. This one taped this one up here. He's hanging out. I don't know why he's hanging out in there. He's hanging out in there. This guy's all alone. You know, just chilling. There's a whole bunch of naked, well, they're all naked. They're all skinny dipping out there. He's hanging by lights. He's pouring champagne into this watering can. They're all just being planted. He's dancing. Maybe they're all dancing. I'm not sure what this guy's doing. I don't know. He's stuck in a spider web, covered in dirt, sleeping. These ones are climbing pots. This one down here is being awful. He's drawing all over this one's face while it's sleeping. And then these ones down here are getting high on mushrooms. What is happening? It's so funny. And it's the same on the back. But, yeah, it's hilarious. And I have no idea what I'm putting in this. But as soon as I get to something that feels like needs to go in here, I will put it in there. But I'm not going to go digging around and taking things out of bags until I get to the project that I'm like, this needs to go in here. So, thank you, Grace Notes, for this project bag. It's hilarious. And it just makes me giggle every time. Every time that I see it. And the last piece of haul that I got, the last piece of Stitchy Kindness that I got was actually from, I think in my last video I mentioned that Fire Poppies had sent me something and I didn't know what it was. I did receive it. It's tiny, but it's amazing. And it is this needle minder. Can't see it. Okay, there we go. It says, I'm kind of a big deal to my LONS, which is Local Online Needlework Shop. Which, it's not local, but it is my online needlework shop, because I pretty much, them and 123 Stitch are like my usual online go-to places. So I've been using this, and it's amazing, and thank you, Fire Poppies, for this lovely little my needle minder. Why? I just forgot what that was. I was just going to call it a magnet, but it is a magnet, but it's not just a magnet. Okay, the last thing I want to say, or talk about, is in my last video, I don't remember if it was my last one or the one before, but I talked about the fabric for this one, because I didn't have this one yet, but I'm going to use the same fabric for both. I think I'm going to skip all of the fabric I mentioned the last time, and I went stash diving well, I didn't have to go too deep stash diving. And I found something that I think could work, but I'm also ordered fabric from Grace Notes Fabrics that I think could also work for this. But the question is, do I want to stick with the bluish kind of background that they have, they've used, or do I want to go gray? So I ordered gray from Grace Notes to see if that would work. But I also have, hold please. I also have one of my fabrics of the month from Be Stitch Me. The only thing I'm concerned about, let's just hold one of them. The only thing I'm concerned about, like, I think it would be a really good color, but it's got this purple around the edges. Now, granted, I would take 3 inches off, so like we wouldn't get too much of the purple, but it would be purple, like up in the top. And I don't want to start in the middle because I want to be able to use as much of this fabric as I can. So I would want to start it, like, if I could hold this fabric, I would want to start it like over here. So I would get this purple here. And I don't know if I really want purple in here. I don't think I do. So I don't know. Like, if it was just this blue, I would be super stoked and I would just use that. But I don't think. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I use this? I'm going to wait. I'm not planning on starting it anyway. But I am going to wait, especially for when I get my Grace Notes fabrics. Now, Steel City. I am going to the Steel City retreat, which is not this weekend, but the weekend after. I'm leaving Thursday the 4th. I don't remember what day it is. I'm leaving, that's not a calendar. No, it's the 3rd. I'm leaving the 3rd. I am rooming with Corinne and Colleen, and they're going to give me their round robin while we're there. And I'm going to get my fabric while I'm there. So we're doing kind of a, well, I'm giving them nothing right now at the moment, but they're giving me a whole bunch of stuff. All that I paid for / I need to do for them because it's a round robin. But I am going to be there, so if you are going to be there, please come and say hi. I plan on getting there, like I said, Thursday. It's only about a 4-hour drive from me, and I will be leaving on Sunday. So I'll be there the whole time. I think we are going to go get dinner with a few friends, maybe both every night. I don't know. I don't know when or what we're going to do, but I do know that I'm getting dinner with a couple people. So I think a couple people. It's definitely one person for sure. And then I'm not sure about the rest. But anyway, I will be done here. I think that's everything that I have for you guys. I hope that you all have had an amazing week, 2 weeks since I've seen you. And I hope that you continue to have good weeks. And I will talk to you guys next week.